Yo, so if you guys were watching last week's video, first I gotta thank you because I know it wasn't, didn't keep you on the edge of your seat, right? But it brought up a very good point, and I've been talking with Oli about it, and it's something I want to pass on to you guys because I didn't really think about it until he brought it up. So, here's your Tuesday morning tech tip from Pugliese Speed Shop. If you didn't catch the video, let me give you a quick recap. This place was trashed, and we took some time, cleaned everything up, went through all the shelves, all the tools, all the everything, all the parts, found stuff. We didn't. That's crazy. We even took the time, and that little clip got cut out of the video, but to finally go through the tools that Jimbo gave us, and we found a whole bunch of screwdrivers, all sorts of stuff that's in better shape than the stuff I got in the box right there. So we're going to go through, clean that stuff up, and incorporate it into there. But it just looks so much better now. We're able to do a bunch of stuff. But, guys, we might have hurt ourselves in the process. And I didn't even think about it. It's something I definitely should have thought about. When you clean out all your stuff, and all the little stuff I pulled out of this little container over here, I had a bag of stuff to sort later, right? Nothing wrong with that. You don't know what it is, it's stashed away. Get it somewhere where you can go through it later. That's what I did. But in the video I said, yeah, so if I don't go through it next month, I'm just going to throw it out. That's where things get bad. Because they're not making stuff anymore, guys. They're making, and me as a Pontiac guy, I should have thought about this right away. I got the 53 Chieftain out there, right? When I first got that car and I was looking for parts and everything, you couldn't find nothing. You could find Chevy stuff all day. You could find Ford stuff, forget about it. Even Dodge stuff, you could find a lot of it. Pontiac stuff, nope. So that's why that thing don't got a flathead in it no more. It's got a 215 from a 64 Tempest, because that's all they actually had some parts for that, and the flathead was gone, and it was a boat anchor. I got it, but if I wanted to build it original, you couldn't do it, right? And Oli just mentioned up till a couple of years ago, you couldn't get a water pump for a Y block, like nobody had them. So he never tossed them. He'd hold on to his cores and find somebody to rebuild them or whatever. I get. Now, yeah, things get a little more popular, but you never know. Even with this guy, you can't find stuff. I found out with my Jeep, I had I had intermittent wipers, right? So it's got the little thing, we all know what intermittent wipers are, the little speed control. Well, those old cars, 89, they had where it was on, off, and then the intermittent was separate. So I had to disconnect everything and straight wire it just so on and off worked, because they don't even make them. I ended up finding a little control box out of the junkyard. Who knows if it's good? We'll stick it in and find out. But they're not making things anymore. And the stuff they are making, guys, we already know. A lot of it's trash, right? So you're better off rebuilding something that you got laying around rather than going and buying something new that's going to be made subpar, not fit. I mean, you guys remember the bumper for this guy? So, on all those little nitnoid things that are in that bag that I put over there in a drawer, that stuff, some of it I don't even know what it goes to, right? And I'll be perfectly honest, who knows what project it came off of? Maybe one I don't even have anymore. But, let's say it came off of something I just haven't messed in a while, maybe Le Mans, right? So when we finally bring that guy in here and we start getting after it, and I'm like, oh man, what goes there? I can go through there. That's how we put this guy together. Out of the box that Nick gave us. How much stuff did we find just looking through stuff, right? Now, when Nick took it apart, and it was half taken apart when he got it, if he tossed that stuff out, it would have cost us more to put it together if we were able to find it. So, well, I do like a nice, clean shop, and mine's not nearly as organized as someone like Kevin's shop, right? I love the way he does that stuff, but he also holds on to things. He does one project at a time, which that's something myself and Oli just can't fathom. But he's got the room and the time and everything to do all that. Where, guys, who knows what half of this stuff goes to, I guess. And there's a good chance I'll never use it. But you know how it goes. You throw that part out. The second you take the trash to the dump, you come back, you need it. It doesn't ever fail, right? So I'm not telling you to keep I got a little crazy. When I was going through the thing over here, there was parts from like ceiling fans. Like, when I didn't have a separate shop, everything went into the garage. And like, why would I keep wire nuts and all this little stuff? It's crazy. Why would I do that, right? They all come with it. But I did. I got rid of that stuff. But stuff that looked like it could have gone on a car, well, my parents know where it would go. I held on to it, right? So I don't want you guys to get the wrong idea and just think I went through things out. Anybody that's been around here knows there's a lot of stuff that's, well, maybe should be thrown out, and I refuse to do it. So just think about that when you're doing your cleaning. Maybe make a little thing like I did and I can go through later. So it's, instead of being everywhere and in the way, now I got a little bag and a couple little bags in a drawer over there. And I'll go through it when I get a chance. Or I won't, but when I'm working on something and I can't find the part, I can at least look through it and see if I got it before I go bananas trying to find something out. So, real quick one this week, guys. And even though I've probably repeated myself 17 times, trying to get the point across, don't be like me. You probably already do that, though. Thanks for watching, guys.